So you can't really talk about college football without just getting straight into this Bishop Sycamore story. Now, for those that didn't hear about it, basically ESPN holds these high school football games as like a Friday night showcase. Um, and IMG Academy is like one of the biggest, basically the Alabama of high school football. Um, pretty much every single player on their team is going to some like top Division 1 college football program. And most of them end up going to the NFL. They're that good. So they were part of that Friday night high school showcase this past Friday, and they played Bishop Sycamore High School, or high school, I guess. Um, and they crushed them. I think the final score was 58-0. And basically, about halfway through the ESPN telecast, the announcers realized that this was a fake high school. I mean, coming in, they claimed that they had all these like Division 1 recruits. They had a bunch of players already accepted going to certain schools, and ESPN supposedly has their own like database of like high school players going to what schools and all that, and recruiting databases. None of these players showed up on the database. They couldn't find a roster online at all. It came out afterwards that if you tried to look up the address of the school that was on the website that they had, I think if you go on Google Maps, it just shows like some random house.
I heard it was a
Clearly not a
PO
high school.
box.
What's that?
I heard it was like their actual address that they have registered is like a PO box.
Yeah.
So it's like not an actual address. It's
Yeah.
just like where you get mail.
Yeah. Pretty much,
So
which is
Tyler,
crazy.
I looked this up. Apparently there was another team back in like 2017, 18 called Christians of Faith Academy in Columbus. And back in 2019, in Bishop Sycamore's earlier days, the first season that they played, they wore those jerseys. So a lot of people are hypothesizing that COF or Christians of Faith Academy is the same thing as Bishop Sycamore, just rebranded.
Wow. I never heard about Christians of faith.
It's like the
Um,
same exact thing,
yeah,
apparently.
it sounds like it. Um,
Oh my god.
but I mean the story is crazy because they get through this game, and about halfway through the game, the announcers realized that all these players are like they're not real player profiles. None of them are actually going to Division 1 schools. Um, none of them are of high school age. I mean, a lot of these guys are JUCO,
They're like our age. They're like
like
20,
JUCO
21.
burnouts. Yeah, they're in college. They're supposed to be in college or like
Yeah.
dropouts. Um, I think they had like two or three kids that were actually like eligible high school age, which is crazy. Um, and then it comes out like halfway through the game that, oh, they played a game like 24 hours, 36 hours before that, which for anybody that knows anything about football is you play a game once a week.
Most.
Football, it's a sport that takes a toll on your body where you can only play it once a week. Um, and they played a game on Wednesday night and then had a game on ESPN on Friday night, which is crazy. So the announcers were all like, "Oh, concerned for player safety and all that." I mean, it was just terrible. And then after the game, everybody realized that the head coach, I forget what his name was, had a warrant out for his arrest. I believe it was like Joe something. Um, but he got fired, obviously, on Sunday. No surprise there. And then, I mean, it's just
Roy Johnson.
Roy Johnson. That's what it was. I got the J in there,
Yeah, you
but
did.
it's crazy because a fake high school was able to just show up on national television and play against the best high school in the country. Like of
We'll
all
put some
the
clips in here. We'll put like a clip or two in here so you guys can see how ridiculous this looked.
yeah, I mean, and there was a video of the pregame like hype from the coaches in the locker room, and it's just stupid. It's like, I mean, one of the coaches was like, "Don't step onto that football field if you're not ready to kill somebody." I mean, that's one way to hype up a high school football team. But I mean, I guess they're not even that. So, but it's wild. Um, and apparently they've been playing games this season against just some random high schools in Ohio. And if you look at the schedule of games that they had, it was like a game at 3 a.m., a game at 6 a.m. There was a game at like 12:30 in the morning. I mean, they're obviously they're like playing these games at like times where they know no one's going to show up. It's crazy, but
Oh my.
yeah,
It's like almost unbelievable. And I'm seeing a video now. I can't really tell if it's clickbait. I'll have to check later.
probably not. I mean, this entire story seems like it should be clickbait. It's not.
Yeah, I know. It says Bishop Sycamore scandal could result in jail time.
Well, their
Like
head coach is in
for
jail.
who?
Their
I
head
got no,
coach.
I get that, but like, could any of the kids see jail
I don't
time?
think it. I don't think it would be the kids. I think it would be more the people that put it together.
Yeah,
Um,
that makes sense.
even possibly even people on ESPN side of it.
Who? Well, apparently ESPN doesn't even do their own bookings. It's like a third party. I read like this
Right, right, right.
statement yesterday that
Yeah,
like they relied the fault onto someone else, and then they came out and
right.
apologized.
So the booking company would be at
Held
fault
liable. Damn,
because they
that'd be
didn't
crazy.
do yeah, they didn't do their research and finding out that they played a game 36 hours prior, which is
And there's
bonkers.
money.
It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, that was our entertainment for the week. I mean, go read up on it. The story just it gets crazier and crazier and crazier every single time you just read more into it.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out the rest of our channel and subscribe. Make sure to follow our Instagram and maybe consider subscribing on Patreon for our bonus content. You can only find it there. I promise it will be well worth it. Thanks.